What's up, my friends? Welcome to this incredible day. You gotta grasp it. You gotta feel it, my friend. You gotta break through all the monotony. You gotta break through all of the stress, and you gotta grab hold of gratitude, my friend. You gotta feel the joy it is to be alive, my friend. You got life. Everything else is secondary, my friend. So the first order of business, you gotta thank God. You got to have a gratitude session with God each and every day, because life is just like real estate, and whatever we appreciate increases in value. But whatever we don't appreciate decreases in value, even your life, right? So it's the thing that you got to constantly know and constantly ask yourself, if you're not sure, what do you stand for, right? What do you stand for? Because here's the thing, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, which means you're vulnerable to being used, abused, and led astray, right? Because you don't have a chief aim. You don't stand for something. You don't have a plan. You don't have an identity to a large degree, right? So what do you stand for? You got to stand for something. Or what do you stand on, right? What kind of principles and values do you stand on? What do you think be in the world but not of the world means? See, we live in this world, in this great, huge infrastructure, right? But you got to have your own principles. You got to stand on your own basis. You got to stand for something more. Because let me tell you about this world. This world is void of character. This world is void of character, meaning this world is fastly losing all of its specks of character that it has left, my friend. The character is out the window. Even decades ago, the evil and the greed and all that was still going on, but there was some specks of character. Like there was still some unsaid and sometimes said rules. Like you still took care of the elderly. You still had morals and rules. Even if you were doing wrong, you still watched out for children. You still had some kind of morals, some kind of principles. No more. That's why you got to be in the world, but not of the world. But if you don't stand for something, if you don't stand on something, then you can't be that. You're in the world and you're of the world, right? So here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, I stand for God. Well, what does that mean? How do you break that down? How do you simplify that? What does that equate to practically? What does that look like? Right? You stand for God, but what does that mean? What does your behavior mean as a result for standing for God? So that's what's most important. See, because some people are just religious, an outer expression with no inner conviction. So they're talking all this talk. Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. And they know the scripture inside and out, but they're not living any of it, right? So you're not representing God. You're portraying you're representing God, but your behavior, the results is what show what you represent. So I'm encouraging you today, my friend, stand for something, right? Because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And stand on some values and principles and morals, my friend. Develop your own. Never let anyone else's morals and standards or expectations of you be bigger than your moral standards and principles and your expectations of you, my friend. You're it. There's no one greater than you, my friend, but you got to do the work. See, we're all a work in progress, but here's how that works. Once you stop doing the work, that's when you stop making progress. Be great. Stand for something and stand on principles, values, and morals, my friend. And be great. Because that's why you were created. Be great. That's why you're here. Be great. Gratitude and humility, my friend.